Do you know how many species of flowering plants there are? There are 250,000. And flowers are a real bugger. They're really difficult for plants to produce. Why would they go to that bother? And the answer, of course, like so many things in the world, is sex. They really need to spread their genes to mix with other genes so that they can adapt to environmental niches. Evolution works that way. The way that plants transmit that information is through pollen. Most pollen that causes hay fever for us is from plants that use the wind to disseminate the pollen. And that's a very inefficient process, which is why it gets up our noses so much. Because you have to chuck out masses and masses of it, hoping that your male sex cells, which are held within the pollen, will somehow reach another flower just by chance. But most species actually use insects to do their bidding. And that's more intelligent in a way. So we're aware, obviously, of the relationship between insects and plants. There's a symbiotic relationship there. Whether it's flies or birds or bees, they're getting something in return, and that thing in return is generally nectar. Now, you can imagine that if nectar is such a valuable thing and expensive for the plant to produce, and it attracts lots of pollinators, then just as in sort of human sex, people might start to deceive. They might say, I've got a bit of nectar, do you want to come and get it? Now, this is a plant. And just as flowers spend a lot of effort in trying to get pollinators to do their bidding, they've also somehow managed to persuade us to plant great fields full of them and give them to each other at times of birth and death, and particularly at marriage, which, when you think of it, is the moment that it sort of encapsulates the sort of transfer of genetic material from one organism to another. Thank you very much.